Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends, family, forks and spoons, we are back. This time we have got the spawn room tier list. A couple ground rules. Number one, we are not doing control maps in this because a lot of them are just the ship spawn room with the panels in it. Everyone knows those are S tier. Secondly, the control maps that don't have that each have three spawns for each side, so 6 total. So that'll be a separate video. And number two, we are only going to do the spawn rooms that you spawn in at the very beginning. So for Circuit Royale, it's going to be this one, and then I think it's a garage on the other side for the defenders. Number one, it's easier this way because I'm in a custom match, and I don't even know how to shift the spawns because the match hasn't started. And number two, I don't want to record for an extra 3 hours trying to do all of these. There are already a bunch of spawn rooms, so we're going to keep it simple and just do the base spawn rooms. So anyways, we've got Circuit Royale here. Let's give the attacker spawn a quick little gaze. I mean, come on. The vibes are immaculate. Now, one thing that does anger me, why is this blocked off? Just let me up the stairs. Okay, I think vibes, should we do out of 10 or out of 5? We'll do out of 10 so I get more variables. Vibes, let's start it off. I think this is a 9 out of a 10. This is, I really like the design of this. Got some nice little music going. You got a little piano. Can you actually? Okay, so for the musically talented, this is a 10 out of 10. I don't know what I'm doing with this. Cool anyways. Destruction rating. Should we just start popping off? That's nice. Oh, baby. Whew. There's a lot. Oh, my. Okay, there's a lot to do in here. I think we might be starting off with an S tier. Can you break these? Undetermined. I mean, this is just... You get a little fire extinguisher, too, for those that are into that. I do wish these pots were breakable, but that's okay. You know what? Let's switch on over to Echo, see if we can actually get up here. You can get up here. Okay. You know what? We're starting strong. I think this is S. It's a lot to do. The vibes are out of this world. For the musically gifted, you got a piano that you can actually play. Destruction rating is easily a 9. Might even get bumped up to a 10, but I don't know what the competition's going to look like. We'll keep it at a 9 for now. Now we've got defense, and I have a decent feeling that a lot of the defense for the payload or hybrid maps, it's going to be significantly worse than the offense because you're not trapped in here. That said, I mean, aesthetic / vibes, kind of the opposite of the offense spawn room, if I'm honest. I mean, this thing's kind of cool. You can do a little bottle flip with the chair. Pretty sick. Honestly, that by itself raises the rating. Got some tires, presumably. Kind of wave these things around. Okay. Well, you got some stuff to shoot. Okay. Okay, you can even shoot the monitors. You know what? For a defense spawn room, not that bad. I mean, this alone. Okay, well, I suck. I mean, come on. One of the coolest things in the game. But yeah, for a defense spawn room, it's solid. I like it. You got some stuff to do. The vibes aren't out of this world, but it's got enough. I think aesthetic vibes will give it maybe a 6. I don't know if you're into mechanic workshops and stuff. I could see it higher. I can't say I am. So I'm going to throw it as a 6. And destruction rating, you can do a decent bit in here. And like I said, the chair thing is really cool. I did not know about that. We'll give it an 8. So that gives Circuit Royale, let's see. It gives Circuit Royale 30 points overall. So we'll see where to place that on the tier list. It'll probably get S tier, because I think a lot of the defender spawn rooms will be a lot worse than this, and the attacker spawn room is one of the coolest. So I'm gonna temporarily put it in S tier. We'll reevaluate all the points later. On to Dorado. We're gonna start with defender spawn room first this time. Got some gold bars. Guess that's the detonator that Junkrat uses. And that's it. This is kind of what I was alluding to with the defender spawns being bad, because you kind of can't do anything in here. The gold isn't even fun to shoot because it's so damn heavy it doesn't go flying. And normally Onron is really good at making things go flying. I mean, I'll test this like a rocket character, maybe Farah. And it does a little something. Honestly, I'm not convinced. I mean, it's got something to shoot, so that's at least a 1. It's probably going higher than a 1. Can you shoot this? Can you destroy the security cameras? Come on. Blizzard. Yeah, I'm not seeing the vision on this one. Honestly, vibes, you spawn in a vault, that's kind of cool. Vibes, I'll give it a 6. Destruction rating, this is terrible. I mean, it's got some stuff, so you know what? I'm gonna give it a 2. Just because if you pick a rocket character or something, you can at least move the gold bars, and that's, I don't know. It's something. We'll give it a 2. This is a classic. Got the bells. You got the destructible cacti. I wish the pots broke again. I don't think enough of the pots break. You could probably do the bottle flip with the bucket. All right, what else we got? We got candles. Indestructible. They're made out of the same material that the security cameras are made out of. Ooh. Oh. I was not expecting that to break. If that would have landed. More cacti. Got a little basket. Got a hat you can fling around, apparently. Overall, it's just a bunch of small stuff you can break. However, ooh, that was nice. Breakable pots are a big W. Anytime I see this, that's points. Let's see if there's any more upstairs. Just more small stuff. Some barrels you can break. And then, of course, more bells. And if I give Circuit Royale points for the musically inclined, I gotta give this points for the musically inclined. I've heard the Futurama theme song in the spawn room too many times to not give it points for it. So, what do we give Circuit Royale? On destruction rating, we gave it a 9. I'd say this is probably a 7. Nothing too crazy going on. But it's got a bunch of small stuff you can do. Plus the bells. It's got destructible pots, a couple guitars you can break up. Ooh, that was nice. Yeah, we'll give it a 7 for now. And then vibes, I mean, this place passes the vibe check, honestly. This might also be a 9, especially at nighttime. Nighttime, this place, whew. It's a different vibe from Circuit Royale, but I like it just as much. Honestly, I'm giving it a 9. So that gives us 24 total points for Dorado. I think that puts it probably A tier. Maybe high B tier. We'll stick it in A for now, and we'll see how the other points stack up against it. I mean, look at this. That's something. All right. Anyways, we'll throw it A tier for now. Now we've got Havana, Unana. This time we have a mechanics. I was gonna say workshop. I don't know if that's the right word, but it's on attack. So we got a lot more stuff to do. Allegedly. Okay, we got a little thing we can throw around right there. No barrel breakage. Railing destruction is always points. Bookshelves? Can I fling the books? They weigh about as much as the gold bricks in Dorado, for some reason. Oh, we got some propane. Ladder. Oh! Okay. Anything you can bottle flip, that's points. And it looks like you can bottle flip the ladder. This is the ultimate bottle flip, because I think you get one shot at it. One shot at it. Maybe not. Tire going crazy. What we got in here? Whatever the hell that thing is. Got some coffee. Breakable monitor. I feel like the pallet should be destructible. That's a missed opportunity. Destruction, it's alright. Nothing I'm too crazy with besides the railing. The railing is the best thing to destroy normally. I don't know why these books should weigh less. I'm not saying make them fly around like crazy, but... Or maybe it's just these three. The other ones do move around a little bit. Destruction, we'll give it... What'd we give Dorado? We gave it a 7. I think this is a little bit below Dorado, but it does have railings. I think we'll tie it with Dorado. Also, I potentially missed railings on Dorado. We're going to go back as soon as we finish rating this to check if I missed railings. And then for aesthetic, or vibes, I mean, it's got some cool cars. Nothing too vibrant, obviously, outside of the cars. I don't know, it's kind of mid. Very basic, but sometimes that's necessary. So vibe check. I don't know, if we gave the vault on Dorado a 6, this has to be above that. I think we move the vault points lower, and then this gets a 6, because this is definitely better than the vault. So we're going to throw this at a 6, and then we'll move the vault down to a 5. And then we are going to go check to see if Dorado has railings. Alright, just wanted to do my due diligence. There are no railings. For some reason, my brain remembers railings right here. If that was removed, they need added back. If not, I just have goldfish memory. But anyways, this will stick with the same rating. And now we've got Havana defense spawn room. This really has nothing going on, huh? You can bottle flip a bucket. Barrels. Can't even destroy those. Can you do anything with these? This is the worst. The vibes, whatever the opposite of immaculate is, this has got it. and destructible, you get a single bucket and whatever the hell this thing in the corner is. I hit it back. I guess it's a box. I hit it back there whenever I fanned, I think. This is terrible. This is a 1 across the board. This is the worst. So that gives Havana 15 points, which it doesn't feel fair because this just drags the average down, but that's the system I've come up with. You can't even jump on top of this. Oh, yeah, you can. I'm just bad. Anyways, this is 15 total points, so it's got to be C tier for now. We'll see where other stuff places, and then we may shift it at the end. But I'm going to throw it C for now. Next up, we got Junkertown. We're going to start off on defense. Already there's a decent bit more going on than Havana. We got a guitar, breakable, and it makes a little string noise. That's nice. Got some stuff. Ooh, you can blow the. That's nice. Blow the little cushions around. Solid. I mean, honestly, for a defense spawn room, this is looking pretty good. Destruction rating. I think it's got enough going on that it might be tied with the Circuit Royale defense spawn room. You got some cushions to throw around. I didn't even see if anything was up here. I presume there was. Wish you could get on this. Oh, you can't even get back there. Ooh. That's what I'm talking about. Adjustable fan. Okay, I've seen enough. This is, I think, tied with Circuit Royale's defense spawn room. So we'll what do we give that? Gave that an 8. We'll give this an 8. Aesthetic vibes. Look, if you're looking for some hole-in-the-wall bar, this is going to be a 10 for you. I'm not particularly looking for that. However, I think it stands. This is... I feel cool being in here, you know what I'm saying? So we'll also... I think it passes the vibe check. I think we're giving this like a 7. Because I'd definitely rather be in here than the Circuit Royale room. And we gave that a 6. So we'll throw this a 7. Let's see what we got. Obviously... everyone knows the bike. And I'll do it for everyone. I'll stand here and click for a minute straight to destroy it. Alright, it's been done. Oh, you can even throw that around. I didn't know that. That's nice. That's out of the spawn room. Got some propane. Got some propane accessories. Got some tires to throw around. Little chalkboard for your spray. Oh. We might... This might end up as a 9, but I'm telling you, if these all went flying whenever I did that, this would have been a 10. Some bowls. Gotta love the claw machine. Overall, I think it's alright. I thought it had more. Oh, this little box. Little crate. Okay, hold up. We got a little something up here.
I am always ready to learn.
There's not really anything to destroy up here. But it is a cool little area. I think destruction rating... Actually, before we get to that, I do know about this. I cannot do it because I don't have a partner. I think it adds some stuff. You get some gold bars. I don't know if you can do anything with that crate. And I don't know if you can really destroy anything in there. Maybe you can. I did want to point that out because that makes this a lot better if you're queued up with someone or if one of the randoms knows about the tech.
Repositioning.
Also railings. Can't forget the railings. I think it also gets an 8. It's got a lot of stuff going on. You get a little railing bonus. Not many of them, but you do get some. You get the entire bike. You get a lot of small stuff to push around. I think it's got enough going on. It gets an 8. And then for vibes, I mean, look, what is this? The 4th mechanics workshop that we spawned in? I'm sensing a theme. And I think I know of at least 1 or 2 more that are also this. Why are these always spawn rooms? I don't understand. If you're into it, it's gonna rate higher. I mean, it's fine. I'd rather be in this one than the Circuit Royale one for sure. Just got a lot more going on, a lot more detail. I think this might also get a 7. Same ratings on offense as defense. With that gives us 30, which I believe ties it with Circuit. It's 2 points behind Circuit. But I think if you get a 30, it's going S tier. We'll put it 2nd place for now behind Circuit Royale. At the end, I am going to reevaluate a lot of these. Just make sure we got them in the right spot. But yeah, S tier. Next. Now we've got Rialto. Another big, massive room. We got anything going on in here? Does this react to anything? Oh, it's got a breakable railing. I think these are the same as the ones in Circuit. Do these do anything if you interact? Undetermined. It doesn't look like it. Destruction is not looking promising. Besides these railings. Actually, I know what's coming up. So I'll take that back right now. Because this room's got railings. And it's got 2 sets of them. This one's for all the railing enjoyers. Whew. I mean, that's just... For that alone, this is going up from where I wanted to place it initially. Because besides that, everything else sucks. Destruction-wise. Can't even cut these down. Yeah. Railing definitely gives it a bonus. Okay, let's see. Without the railings, where would I place this? How many points would I give it? Without the rail, I don't think there's... I mean, besides these... The little railings that were on the little, not exhibits, I don't know what the hell, installations. That's like the only thing you can break. Sounds like small stuff like this, but these aren't that fun to break because they don't shatter or anything. This would probably be like a 1, maybe a 2, because these are alright to break. I think the railing gives it maybe 3 points because I think these are the best railings to break. So we'll throw this at a 5 out of 10. I may change my mind on that. We'll see. Aesthetic. This room is cool. I like it. It's got some weird mystery vibes going on. Like, you don't know what the hell this thing's doing. Just walk up to this thing, you might get teleported to Marvel Rivals or something. So I'll give this... You know, I like it. Let's see. What did I give the Circuit? I give this Circuit a 9. This doesn't come close to the Circuit one. I think I'll give this a 7. I'll give it a 7 out of 10, which places it below the Junkertown bar, which is hilarious, but I'm sticking with what I said. And now we've got the defense spawn room, which... It's not looking good. You got a bucket. Oh! Some assistance from the wall there to land it. You can splash. That's cool. Wish you could, like, break these. Like, gas starts coming out, you know? That'd be cool. I mean, the spawn room looks like you get some buckets, and that's it. That's gonna have to be your iPad in this spawn room, which is unfortunate because I think the attacker spawn is very cool on this. But yeah, this blows. I think it does place above the Havana, spawn room. I mean, Havana is just the worst, though. It gave you, like, nothing. This, I mean, it's... The only up this has is that you can splash, which is something, so we'll give it 2. And then aesthetic or vibes, it's kind of weird. Like, I don't know what the hell we're doing here. We've got like house windows and some industrial, I don't know what the hell. So it finishes above the Havana one for sure. I'll give it a 3. Yeah, because I gave the vault. Did I give the vault? No, I didn't give the vault a 2. I gave the vault a 5. Okay, yeah. I'll stick with a 3 on this. And that brings our Rialto total to 17, which edges out Havana and nothing else. So I will put it top of C, and at the end it may get shifted up to B. But this defender spawn room is abysmal. Alright, Route 66. Starting off on the attacker spawn, we got a lot of propane and propane accessories. Do all these? Oh yeah. I mean, need I say more? That's all you need. This place does not pass the vibe check, however. It's just a blue room. I guess you got this. You can't even destroy... Can't destroy the pot. Can't destroy the lamp. I guess you can chill on a chair. Vibes are not anything to write home about. Yeah, I think it's tied with Havana. Vibes are a 1. However, what it lacks in vibes, it makes up for in destruction rating, because I don't think there's a higher concentration of propane anywhere in the game. And these are just solid. Good fun. You can break them all as you're leaving, because you don't gotta sit in this boring ass blue room. Just hit them all and leave. You got your money's worth. I give it a 7. We'll stick it at a 7. On to the good stuff. We've got the defender spawn room, and oh boy. I mean, spawning in it, you got so many options. You just walk through these. You can't break. Oh my lord. Okay. Blizzard cooked with this one. You can just fling these anywhere. You can even do the bottle trick with the chair. Not as well as the Circuit Royale one, because it doesn't stick. But you got a lot of stuff to do. You can just fling shit everywhere. I mean, this is what you're looking for. Break the payphones. If that worked, that would have been a 10. Might be controversial. This might be the best destruction of any spawn room yet. I think it might be tied with Circuit. I think it's got less, but what you do have might be unmatched. Just one fan right here sends me every time. Also floating paper. I mean, no other spawn room has that. Yeah, I'm gonna tie this with Circuit. Say destruction value 9. And whatever vibes there were from the hole-in-the-wall bar, this has also got going on. However, I'd much rather be here. I mean, this feels like I'm at a Waffle House, you know what I'm saying? And Waffle House vibes are through the roof. I think vibes, I'm giving it a 9. I think this ties with the Circuit Royale room in a much different way. But I think it's right there. I'm going to give vibes a 9. And that gives our total 24, which finishes right above Dorado, which I think I agree with. Just because this spawn room is so good. Not that Dorado's isn't, but there's more to do in this. More to destroy, less small stuff. You get one big hit right here. You get these chairs. If Blizzard could somehow sneak a railing or two in here, this might be a 10. But for now, it's going 9. But I think this is one spot above Dorado. Now we've got Shambali Monastery. Normally, on this spawn room, I walk right here, I put a spray down, and I sit. So I haven't given this a thorough test. We got a breakable chair, that's nice. Got some breakable pots. I wish those broke. Got some playable-ish drums. And a bottle flip. I don't know what my mouse did. Oh, let us break the big one. Blizzard. Yeah, overall, I think it's a bunch of small stuff you can break. Can't even splash. Maybe you can.
I am always ready to learn.
You can splash a little bit. These little rugs are fun to push around. I don't know. I think I kind of like it. I need to start moving around in the spawn room some more. What do we got in here? More breakable pots. More breakable chairs. I like what I see. It's not top of the line, but it's something. And I do like it more than I thought I would. So we'll give destruction value. What do we give Dorado on destruction? I think this ties, because it's got a lot of small stuff. It does also have the vases, which are fun to break. I think I broke them all already. You got a lot of stuff to do flip cup with. I think it ties with Dorado. We'll set it at 7. Now aesthetics / vibes. I mean, I dig it. A little cold marketplace. I think this one might be divisive. I like the cold, so I like this. I think it all out ties with Dorado. I think I like this just as much for much different reasons. But I'll give it the same amount of points, which was a 9 out of 10. And now we've got the Defender spawn room. I don't know where this starts, where this ends. Interactable bell. We can get this thing to spin. Oh, come on. Oh, you can get these to spin. Okay. Let's get it going. I mean, that gives it some points. I'm not arguing that. Before that, this was not going to be placed that high because there is nothing to destroy. But I mean, it's got the same vibes as the blackboard on Gibraltar, but it's vertical. And the Gibraltar enjoyers know what I'm talking about. We'll get to it. Can you do anything with these? I mean, that's like all you can destroy, I think. But these little interactable elements that I'm also placing under destruction, even though they don't get destroyed, I think that alone carries it. That gives it 5 points at minimum. Because these are just... Now listen, your team's gonna get pissed at you because you're not holding at the choke. But just sit here all game. Wait until the attackers get to you, you know? I'm giving this a 5 by itself just because of that. Now aesthetics and vibes. It's kind of dark. I think if you were trapped in here, you would be freezing your ass off. I mean, it's got something going, you know, but not much. I think it finishes below the vault from Dorado, I think. What did we give that? We gave that a 5. I think this gets a 4. I mean, the candles are a nice touch. Yeah, we're gonna give it a 4. which gives us a total of 25, which actually puts it right above Route 66. And I was going to say I might veto that, but I think this won me over. I think it's going to go right above Route 66. I think that's A tier. So A tier it goes. And just like that, we're on to Watchpoint Gibraltar. We're going to start with the defense. What we got? A bunch of immovable objects from the looks of it. Does anything move? I guess some stuff on the shelves. Okay. It's got a little bit going on. Can you move this stuff? Nope. Railings. That's points. Okay. We need to bring the tech from Circuit Royale and plant it right here, because this looks like the same chair. It's the same type of chair. Why can we not bottle flip this? Little fire extinguisher. I mean, it's pretty bad, but it's not the worst. You've got railings, you've got a fire extinguisher. You're not going to be in here that long. There's just so much that you can't move. I mean, I guess you can bottle flip this. Not nearly as fun. Yeah, this needs an update. You have the tech. Just implement it. So destruction, what are we going on this? It's not the worst. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. You got some railings. It's not as good as the... whatever that map is. The one with the fat stone railings. The metal railings aren't as good as those, but a railing is a railing. You had one fire extinguisher and then a bunch of loose stuff on the shelves. And that's about it. It's pretty middling. I'm going to give it a 5. Aesthetics and vibes. I mean, it's a crashed room. Something went down here, you know? Looks like Winston went gorilla mode in here. I think the vibes, it does what it's supposed to do, I think. I think I'm also going to give the vibes a 5. Which actually, upon saying that, I like this more than the vault from Dorado, so I'm going to give this a 6. And now we've got the attacker spawn, which it's got a lot to do. First off, big points, railings, fire extinguisher, more railings, more railings, more railings. I mean, this is... if you're a railing guy, this is what you're looking for. Also, you got this tire swing. Fling this thing around. And then my personal favorite.
Only in unity will we find strength.
You've got the board. Don't you worry. The rest of this room's getting tore up. I mean, the board. This is tried and true. This is a classic. I think this is the ideal spawn room iPad. This is what you want. If this was in every single spawn room in the game, there would be 10s across the board. It doesn't get better than this. That's peak. And then you just have, you can just push everything around, almost. Another fire extinguisher, bunch of books. You can even peek out for the sweats. Peek out, look at their comp. I think this is our first 10. I think this is what spawn rooms should thrive to be. It's got everything you want. It's got something for the railing people. It's got something for the blackboard people like myself. It's got a big tire swing that you can fling around. It's got something for the competitive tryhards up there. I mean, this is... even the propane boys are eating. This is a 10. This is textbook what a spawn room should look like. And even aesthetics vibes for any of the Overwatch 1 players. Every time you booted up the game, Winston would greet you. This is his home. Maybe not his home, but this was his base of operations. And if we're not giving Winston a 10, what are we doing? This is a 10. This is the perfect spawn room so far. And I don't know if another one's going to come close. So that gives Gibraltar a total of 31, which is right behind Circuit Royale. I think this attacker spawn beats out the Circuit attacker spawn. But because of the defensive spawn room on Circuit Royale, I think the points don't lie, unfortunately, because this is the best offering so far, but I think it does finish below Circuit Royale, just in totality. Still easy S tier though. Overall scores are going to be higher, so we may need to rank these differently, because obviously less effort goes into a defensive payload spawn room than either side of this, I imagine, because I think it's kind of like control point for both sides. That said, Circuit Royale enjoyers, we're feasting. It's got a lot in common with Circuit, actually. It's more high-end dining than overall extravagance. Still pretty solid. That may be it for destructibles. I really wish you could push these chairs around. That would take it up a couple notches in my book. No pot destruction. It's unfortunate. Push some food around. I think the piano's doing a lot of the carrying here. It's mainly just a bunch of small stuff here and there that you can destroy. Mostly just lights. Can you push this chair around? Nope. Destruction. I mean, it's got a piano that gives it points. Besides that, it's kind of lacking. I think I'm gonna give it a 5, maybe a 6. We'll throw it at 6 for now, and I'll investigate maybe what it's going up against. I would almost rather spin the little vertical thing on Shambali than do anything in this room. But I have to look out for the piano players, and it's got more things to destroy than Shambali did, so I'm gonna throw it at a 6. Now vibes, it passes the vibe check for sure. This place is pretty cool. I think it looks nice. It's got a nice little layout to it. Yeah, we'll throw it at a 6. Now for the other side. It's the same? Kind of. It's not, I mean, it's a hookah lounge. The little pots, whatever that thing is less fun to throw around than the lights. These at least got some weight to them. I think it might be the same. It's all getting carried by the piano. So this side is also a 6. And I think it might tie with the other side as well. Now, I will say, I like the orange lighting more than the blue lighting. And I feel like the orange would fit more with the whole hookah thing going on than the cooler lighting that's going on here. But I think that's a preference thing. I'm also gonna give this a 6. So that rounds this out to 24 total, which puts it right underneath Shambali. Let me peep the tier list. I would put it underneath Shambali and above, tied with Route 66, which shakes me at my core, which I can't allow to happen. That also makes it finish above Rialto. Sorry, not Rialto, Dorado, which feels wrong. I think this is the bias we were talking about with payload maps, because the defender spawn is worse. So I think despite it having more points, it's finishing below Dorado. This is going to be our first B tier. Now we're on to New Junk City. Okay, this is... that's torture. Don't put the railings if you can't destroy them. I almost want to just throw F tier just because of that, but I won't. I'll reserve judgment. Somehow a tire flings more than these do. It makes no sense. Weight's not coming off. That's fine. Let's see what's going on over here. We got some battle bots that you can interact with. You can't rope a dope. They do got some weird physics to them. That's fun. Okay. Overall, it's got a lot of interactable stuff, but not a lot of destructible stuff. But I am rating interactables in the destruction section. Now, Blizzard, we gotta talk. Don't put the railings. If you can't destroy the railings, don't place them. This is torture. Also, this box is being weighed down by every piece of gold in the Dorado vault. I thought there would be a lot more going on, considering Junkertown placed so highly, I think. Yeah, Junkertown's an S tier. This is not S tier. We do got a point system, so let's go over the points. I think destruction-wise, this is poor. I'm actually going to take points away because you cannot destroy these railings. I mean, it's got some fun stuff you can do. You can at least interact with these. You melee them. That's something at least. But overall, I think these only make up for like one piano's worth of interactables. So I think this is getting a 6. Maybe slightly edges out Aatlis. So I'm gonna throw it at a 6. Now aesthetic and vibe rating, this passes the check. You got battle bots. You got more battle bots. You got even more battle bots. I mean, listen, if you're into battle bots, this is a 10. This might even break the scale. I don't hate battle bots. I'm not into them. That said, I will give it a 7. It's got some cool ideas going on. So we'll throw it a 7. Okay, I just spawned in. I had to do a triple check. This is the same room. Is it not? Am I losing my marbles? It's the same room. I really thought these push maps would take control of the different spawns. If you spawn in a different area, maybe instead of a BattleBot arena, I don't know, you're in some hole-in-the-wall bar in the middle of Junkertown, that would be cool. But instead, we just get the same room copy-pasted with blue lighting instead of whatever the other one was. Yeah, instead of like the orange lighting. I'm docking points. It's gonna be another defensive or destruction rating 6. Aesthetic gets a 7. Don't make the joke. So that should, in theory, give it 26 points. But this is not it. This is going B tier. I think it may be better than Aatlis. I think they're probably the same. I mean, it's got more stuff to interact with, but less stuff to destroy. I'm gonna rate it the same as Aatlis. So I'm gonna place it behind, but it's only because I can't place them on top of each other. Yeah, it's the same rating as Aatlis. Next up, we've got Suravasa. Also, I just now realized I may have been calling these push maps. They're Flashpoint. That was cool, whatever that was. Bundle of towels. Are we in a spa? Undetermined. Can't push the cushions. Unfortunate. Can't destroy the drapes. Unfortunate. And you got some bosses. That's cool. This is a letdown. There's nothing. I mean, I guess you're in like a cage of some sort. It's like they didn't even try. I hate it. Yeah, destruction is just not here. And it doesn't even have like a piano. Or some railings to destroy. Like maybe add some railings right here. That'd be cool. Just the thick stone ones. Get to crumbling. Because without it, this is the worst. You don't even have gold bars to push around, so it's honestly going underneath the vault in Dorado, which I gave... What did I give that? I gave that a pretty bad one. Yeah, I gave that a 2, so this is getting a 1. I mean, the vibes... It's kind of cool. I mean, you've got this primarily, like, warm orange lighting, and then a bunch of the colder, like, green, blue-ish lighting. But, again, it's just empty. Like, if this was just a lighting rating, it would be alright. But, the vibes, it's something. It's there. It's a room. It's one of the rooms of all time. I think even the aesthetic goes underneath the vault, which I gave a 4. This is a 3. And if Flashpoint has taught me anything, the other side will be no better. Here's hoping it is. It is with great regret that I have to inform you that they did the same shit. It's the same. You have such a cool opportunity to do something different. I mean, it's got a breakable vase. The other one did too, though. It had a group of smaller ones, didn't it? It's got breakable. I mean, honestly, already we're up from the last room. This stuff might have also been laying in the last room, and I just missed it. I'm giving this 1 more point in destruction, but believe you me, it's not good. So what does this get, a 2? 2 out of 10. Vibe check, it's the same. Instead of, what were they, red walls in the other one? They're green. I mean, 3, which brings the total out to 9 points, which, honestly, that seems about right. This is the worst spawn room yet. I would rather spawn in on the barrel room in Rialto than in this. This is terrible. This is the lowest map so far. If there were an F tier, it would be there, but it's bottom of D. Alright, now we've got Blizzard World. Hopefully brighter futures than the Flashpoint garbage that is behind us.
Remember where you parked.
I mean, poppable balloons in the spawn room. That's a win. You got some rotating, whatever the hell these are called. Wait a second.
Only in unity will we find strength.
It's almost there. It's not quite as fun because it doesn't get, you don't get the same build up. It gets to max speed a lot faster and it slows down faster. Still good. And then, yeah, I mean, that's good stuff. You got all the stuff up here that you can push off. Got the Hearthstone boards. I really wish you could go out on this patio. Maybe add a railing right there that you can shoot. Got some nice art. The whole park layout. I mean, it's a good spawn room. That is for sure. Oh, you can even spin this. I did not know about that. It's tire swing-esque. I don't think it's as fun as the tire swing because it doesn't get the same freedom. However, it's there. And you know what? Destruction, I almost forgot about the railings. This is a 9. I don't think it's quite up there with Gibraltar, but it definitely, I think it's better than Circuit. However, I'm trying to avoid using decimals, so we're gonna stick it at a 9. And then vibes, I mean, come on. We're in a tavern. It's Blizzard World. I take back what I said. Destruction value goes up to a 10. Because what the hell? That is one of the coolest destructible things I've seen. or interactable, I guess, because you can't destroy it. But we're rating them the same. So that moves it up to a 10. And then, as I was saying, vibes, immaculate. We're in a tavern. We're in an amusement park. We've got balloons. We've got a town. We've got a big Blizzard World sign. Can't judge that. I think there are windows on these doors, but you can't really see it that much out of them. Vibes, this passes the vibe check. I mean, it's right up there for a completely different reason with Circuit Royale. So this is getting a 9. And immediately, this is the coolest Defender spawn room we have seen. It's not large, but the vibes are out of this world. I'm tempted to just go ahead and give the vibes a 10 on this. This is crazy good. You can you actually ski bowl? I've never tried this. You might be able to get it in there. I'm not good enough. We've got some air hockey. Does this thing actually move around? I've never tested this either. It does. Got some basketball, which you can actually interact with. Someone more skilled than me could probably make it. That was close. It passes the vibe check. This is the best, at least, Defender spawn. So I think vibes, it gets a 9. And it also has a fair bit of interactable stuff. I mean, you've got 3 different games. You know, you got basketball, you got the skee ball, you got the air hockey. You may even have interactable vending machines. That would rise it to a 10. You got 2 fire extinguishers. You can break the monitor. You can break 2 monitors. I guess that just got it in 1, so there's 4. Yeah, I mean, this is good. I'm tempted to also give this a 9. We'll give it a 9 and see how we feel about the placement. So that gives it 37 points, which is far and away the most. I think the next closest is Circuit Royale, and I think that it's earned because this has 2 very, very good spawn rooms, and Circuit had 1 that was alright, and the other one was really good with the destruction. But this one steps it up. This is top of S tier, I think, easily. On to Eichenwalde. We got the Defender spawn. Ooh. That was nice. Got this thing. Can you fall over? There we go. You got a decent bit of stuff just flinging around. That's nice. Oh, you can knock those off the wall. Honestly, I've never really interacted with any of this stuff. I was just run right past it. But that was nice. That was solid. I think that's about all you can expect out of either the hybrid or the payload Defender spawns. This may even go a little bit above. So I'm gonna give it a 6, and we'll see where that puts it, what kind of competition it's in. And you know what? That puts it right above Gibraltar, which feels right. So I'm gonna keep it as a 6. And aesthetic-wise, unfortunately, it just feels like I'm in a dungeon. There's no lighting besides this. Just some artificial light. I feel trapped, and I can't wait to leave, which is why I've never stuck around. It's probably a 2. Just because the castle walls, I guess, that carries it, maybe. I'm giving it a 2. I'm not confident about it, but 2 seems right. And now we've got the rail lover's dream. I mean, this spawn room is iconic for the rails. Everyone talks about it. It's all I ever see anyone talking about Eichenwalde for. Ooh, you've even got some destructible benches. I didn't know those broke. Boxes? Nope. Oh, I wish this stuff went flying. That's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, that's... I wish those broke, too. There's a lot of stuff happening. A lot of stuff flinging around. You've even got some monitors to break. You got a poster to place your spray right over. Overall, if you are not a big fan of the rails, this isn't the spawn room for you. I am a lover of the rails. I think they add a lot to the destructibility. Oh, you can also clean that wall off. That gave it an extra point for sure. I think I was leaning 7. It might be 8 because of that on top of the rails. Really, a lot of the meat of this room, destructible-wise, is right up here. And the benches, of course. Can't forget the benches. I wish a lot of this stuff moved, but oh well. So we're going to give it an 8. And vibes, old rundown German bar. I don't know if it's this lighting or what, but it's capturing me. I mean, just sit back and look at this. I mean, this is just, it's moving. I don't know if it's doing anything for you all, but it is for me. I'm giving vibes 8. So that gives us a total of 24, which would place us right behind Shambali. Does that feel right? You know what? I think it does. I think right behind Shambali sounds about right. That throws it in A tier. It's above the Flashpoint junk. Right behind Shambali. Talk about iconic spawn rooms. We have got Hollywood. This is a classic. Throwing popcorn everywhere. It's got destructible tables. It's got 2 of these arcade machines. These fun to break always. Boxes kind of boring. Fire extinguisher for the extinguisher bros. Got a movie poster to place your spray on. Got all of this junk with the... I don't know what these are called. I've been calling them railings this whole video. No idea what they're called. They're fun to push around. Got some indestructible ones. Takes down a small fraction of points. I'm not gonna deduct it too bad. We've also got the spinning trash cans. These are blackboard light. Fun to spin around. All in all, this is solid. Destructible. Feels on par with Eichenwalde. What do we give Eichenwalde? An 8. We'll give this an 8. Vibes. If you like movie theater lobbies, you're going to love this map. I'm not huge on movie theater lobbies. The color is very vibrant. It is very in-your-face red. It feels like it's almost trying too hard. No, I didn't know you could push these. Got some tire swings. Look at that. I mean, that gives it some points, surely. It's not going to bump it to a 9, but it definitely gave it some bonus points. Vibes, honestly, call me crazy, and I know a lot of you will. I'm giving it a 7. On to the defender spawn. Bottle trick? Nope. Now you got some chairs to push around. You can do anything with this light.
Look at you go.
A fat finger to voice line. And climb on some mats. Honestly, not a lot going on. It's got one ladder, a couple chairs, and that's about it. Can't even push this around. Now, what I will say, it's got some utility. I don't know if this is a functioning green screen because it does kind of reflect a lot of green onto the character. But you could do something with this. I'm not going to, but someone will. But I don't like it. Vibes, it's alright. It's just a big green screen in a like studio room. Vibes 3. destruction rating 2, because I'm not going to use this, and I don't know who will, but I know someone will. It's basically getting carried by the ladder, and that's it. It's got a little megaphone. That doesn't give it points. Yeah, 2 out of 10. So that gives it a total of 20 on Hollywood. So that puts us below Icon, above Rialto. Am I placing this below the Flashpoint maps? I think the movie theater alone probably raises it above that. So despite the point difference, I am making an executive decision to rise it to the top of B above 2 of the Flashpoint maps. I think it finishes right above Aatlis. And that brings us to King's Row. Got a railway, which is cool. Got some chairs. A single bottle. That is all I've found that you can interact with. A single bottle and a box. And a coffee cup. And another bottle. Can you flip the cup? Probably. But it's hard. Oh, you got this sign to throw around. This is not good. Destructible-wise, even interactables, there's like nothing. So this has to go low. This is destructible-wise a 2. Now what it lacks in destructibles makes up for in vibes. Because this is a mood, you know? Just chilling in the... I think we're in London. The London Metro, down the tunnels. It's got something to it. It's not spectacular, but I think it does its job. I'll give it a 6. Yeah, we'll stick with a 6. I like a 6. Alright, on to the attacker spawn, which has a lot going on. First off, vending machine. Second off, pool table. Which you can actually... You can play this, can't you? My immersion. You can... Oh, you can break all of them. For some reason, I thought some of these were indestructible. No, you can break all of them. Most importantly...
Only in unity will we find strength.
You got a blackboard. This thing hard carries spawn rooms. You're going to be hard pressed to get this lower than A tier with just this aspect by itself.
The fire in my heart will never burn.
Oh, you can tire swing these. Let's get something with some more oomph. Like maybe a beam.
The perfect world is shaped by my hand.
You can get it going a little bit. I think with some team coordination, you could probably get these things swanging. And you do got some propane. Doesn't look like a lot of propane accessories.
Mine the shards.
You got... Here, let me switch back.
The fire in my heart
You got a
will
ladder.
never burn out.
You got a lot of stuff up there. We'll get to that. Chains, they actually move. That's a W. Can move that. I did not realize. Got these pipes. That's a classic. Everyone loves the lead pipe crashing sound. Alright, now let's see what's going on up here. Not a lot, it doesn't seem like. However, this is the sweat spawn room. I can't tell you how many Widowmakers I've seen die standing right here, trying to shoot someone, and they just line up the shot before the door opens and immediately die.
Taking flight.
It's got a lot. The spawn room, it's got monitors, it's got propane, it's got the blackboard, my favorite. Only thing it's lacking is some railings. Maybe some metal bars right here would go hard. Some of the thick stone ones right here. It would elevate it a little bit. Overall, I think blackboard, chandelier, propane, a lot of small stuff to destroy, some monitors. This is textbook 9. And vibe, what are we in, a cathedral?
Dusting off.
Seems like a cathedral of some sort. And you do feel that from the inside. I just wanted to verify. I think the vibe, I think it passes the vibe check. It seems like a hideout because of all the monitors. You got a blackboard for planning, devious licks. I think it passes the vibe check. I don't think it's as high as some of the other ones. I'm going to give it an 8. Which brings our total up to 25, which puts it right above Eichenwalde. That'd be A tier. What did Shambali finish with? It tied with Shambali, but I think it finishes above Shambali. I think it's got a lot more stuff to destroy. I think the vibes are slightly behind Shambali, but not by much. Also Hearthstone. I'll put it top of A tier. I think that's a deserving spot for our beloved King's Row. Now we've got Midtown. Midtown Funk gonna give it to you. I believe this is the only spawn room that has an interactable pizza. So that's points right there. You got a lot of the chair destruction from Route 66. It's just got a different vibe to it. Unbreakable tables, which is unfortunate. You can still push the chairs around. A bunch of alcohol bottles you can kind of crash. You can even tire swing the lights, which definitely adds points. The unmovable cash registers is a little frustrating, if that's what those are. You got this little thing, no idea. Overall, this is... I think it fills the same role as Route 66, and if this fits your vibe more than Route 66, it probably finishes above it. I think Route 66 is more my style, but destructible-wise, it's definitely on par. And I think we gave that a 9. Yeah, we gave that a 9 for destruction, so this has to be a 9 for destruction as well. And like I said, Route 66, I like the vibe more on Route 66, but I could easily sing this finish above for you. So I'm also going to give the vibe on this a 9. I think this and Route 66 are interchangeable. Now I've got the defender spawn. Let's see. I don't think I've ever interacted with anything in here, and that might be seeing why. You can't even tire swing the light, and I haven't seen a single thing you can destroy. Is this the first spawn room that has absolutely nothing? Not even like a cardboard box to push around. You can't break the vases, the vase. There's nothing. This is our first 0. 0 out of 10. You can't. There's nothing to do. They want you to leave. What it lacks in destructibles, it picks up for in vibes. I think this room looks nice. It's got nice warm lighting all around. Looks very extravagant. I think vibes carries it. I'm gonna give the vibes a 7. Which takes our total to 25 as well, which somehow ties it with King's Row, but just because of this spawn, there's no way it's beside King's Row. So let's... Where did I put King's Row? King's Row finished above Shambali. I think the Shambali spawn room was also bad. It got carried by the vertical blackboard. So I think Midtown will finish above Shambali, despite there being absolutely nothing to destroy. So top of A tier. Next up, we've got Paraíso. I think is how you botch the pronunciation. We've got soccer. That's cool. Football for all my non-American viewers. all 2 of you. I appreciate you. I think that's about all you get in this spawn room. Not much you can destroy. You can push some stuff around, but this is really the meat and potatoes of what you're looking at in this spawn room. But honestly, it's a lot. I think this adds more than just if there were a piano sitting in the center. So if a piano adds 5, I think this adds 6. I'm gonna give this a 6. Aesthetic / vibe. I don't know. It kind of feels like you're there, you know. Let's go HUDless. I don't know. I'm getting the same feeling that I was on Eichenwalde, which is it kind of just takes you there. So I think we gave vibes an 8 on Eichenwalde. We got to give an 8 here. Onto the attacker spawn. What do we got? All still pretty good, but the chairs could have elevated this to a level I hadn't seen yet. That said, there is a lot of destruction to be had in this spawn room. This is... Ooh. That was nice. These chairs. Okay. Now, it's kind of a one-go, because once you destroy everything, you can't really push much else around. I mean, you can push the debris of everything you just broke, which kind of has some satisfaction to it. I half understand these not being destructible, but these should be. I think this would add a lot to the destruction rating. It's already getting a pretty high score just because of the sheer amount of debris you can create. I don't think we've seen this type of debris on any map. Overall, I think with the chairs, if the chairs were destructible, this would be a 9. Maybe even inching towards a 10. I'm going to put it at an 8, but it's pretty close to a 9. And then, does it pass the vibe check? Okay. Before we get to vibes, I'm changing my rating. This is now a 9. It's got chicken destruction, which we haven't seen. So aesthetics again, in a nice restaurant. It's got the nice warm lighting. Look out, you get the beach. A nice city. You can see the... What's this guy called? The Redeemer? I don't want to botch anything. Yeah, this is... It passes every vibe check you could ask for. I think this might get an 8. I could see it passing a 9 just because the beach is right there. I didn't even realize this was a window, or is... No, it is a window. I could see and understand if this were a 9, or even if you think it deserves a 10, I could see it. I'm gonna plop it at as an 8 for now. So that gives us a total of 31, which puts us behind. Not many things have cracked 30. Gibraltar also got a 31. Now here's the thing with Gibraltar. This spawn room that we're in right now does not come close to the Gibraltar attacker spawn room, so I think I have to place it below for that reason by itself. Because a lot of the fun is had on one go around. So if you get a teammate that just has a faster PC than you and gets to do all this before you, your fun is exacerbated. It's gone. There's nothing left to do unless he misses the chicken like I did. Gibraltar, you've got blackboard, you've got tire swing. If you're a railing guy, your teammate might beat you to the railings. But Gibraltar's got options. This is kind of a one-trick pony, so it's going right underneath Gibraltar. Alright, now we've got Numbani. We are on defense. Really not a lot going on in here, huh? I mean, you get like You get 2 sets of bottles. Vibes are weird. I feel like I'm being interrogated. I don't like this one, and there's nothing to destroy. I think we had 2 destructibles, which might as well have been 0. So I think this gets a 0, despite there being 2 things to destroy. Yeah, this is a 0. And unlike Midtown, I don't even think the vibes bring this back up. Why is it so blue? Like, it immediately switches to warm lighting out here. We couldn't have that in here. What is this room supposed to be? I don't like this. This does not pass the vibe check. It's a 1. Now, thankfully, what we lack on the defense spawn room, we make up for in the offensive spawn room. Because we have a lot of miscellaneous garbage flinging around, a lot of luggage. You got a couple monitors to break. Vending machines, that's a W. Trash cans, that's a W. Overall, decent bit. I didn't even know you could destroy those. More vending machines. Another trash can. Got some lamps. Yeah, this is... It's a good spawn room. Am I blown away by it? Not particularly. But it does have a lot of options. So I think that gives it an 8. And then vibes, I mean, we're in an airport. What more do you want? We're in Africa somewhere. I think the loading screen probably tells you where. Or if Numbani is a place and I'm just being ignorant, let me know. I think it passes the vibe check. Honestly, I'd be happy to be stuck here. A couple hours waiting on a layover. Give me a 7. That brings our total up to 16 for Numbani, which is an abysmal score. However, it's above some of the other garbage maps. There's some bad spawn rooms I figured out while recording this. Would I rather play Numbani or Rialto for the spawn room alone? I think I like it more than Rialto. And I might like it more than Havana as well. So I'm going to put it top of C tier. Moving on to the push maps. We have Colosseo. Can you break anything? Okay, you got railings. More railings. You can't even approach the statue? That feels a little messed up. Okay. New tech. See, we've got to go back and add this sort of stuff. You should be able to do this on Dorado. Dorado has a bunch of paintings that you just can't interact with. We've got the tech, Blizzard. Just add it. I imagine you can do the same thing for these ones. Yep. Now, I really wish they didn't stop, but they put this little... Is there a lip there, or did they just make it to where you can't have maximum amount of fun? You do have these, which are nice. You got both of these. Overall, this room, outside of vibes, is useless. If you're looking for destruction, out here's what you're looking for. And you really get 1, 2, you get 4 of these, and that's it. No lights. I mean, I guess you can push whatever the hell this thing is around. You can push the weapons around. This is worse than I thought it was going to be. I'm leaning 5. Would I rather have a single piano or a bunch of weapons I can push around? Personally, I would rather have the weapons, but the music, fellas, I can see the piano. I'm going to rate it the same as if there were a single piano, so I'm giving it a 5. Now, aesthetics. I mean, this is what we're here for, realistically. Let's go. Let's see if we can fly. How high can we fly up? Up to about there. Take a peep around. I mean, the vibes, this is the room for vibes, you know? You're not getting much more. I think the architecture is really cool. I dig the pillars. Kind of wish all this junk wasn't here, so you just appreciate the room. But I get it. Whatever that says. I'm gonna give this an 8 for vibes.
Scaling up.
I think this is, for a Coliseum map, this is exactly what you want. This is the type of spawn room that you're looking for. I think it passes the vibe check. I'm gonna give an 8. Now, the other room is basically the same. It's got different lighting, different paintings. I don't know if the pattern's any different. It does have extra weapons, but they're not interactable. Unless I'm stupid. Let's give it an explosive test.
Strike from above.
Yeah, they're not interactable from the looks of it. I think this gets same points. This is just a preference thing, depending on which lighting you prefer. I think it's a mood thing for me. I like this one more right now, but that could change tomorrow. So we're just gonna give this destruction rating 5 because of the weapons. I think it's the exact same out there as it is the other side. And then the vibes an 8. All right, and for the total, we're running into the same issue as previous with the flashpoint maps, in that the total is higher because both the spawn rooms are gonna have more to do than the payload defender spawn normally. So the total that we got is 26, which would place it above Midtown, but I cannot do that simply because of the Midtown diner or pizzeria that has a lot of destructibles. It's got way more than this. I think the vibes preference, and this room's cool. I think the pizzeria is cool. So I think this is gonna finish below Midtown, which, where does that put us? Midtown is A tier. Okay, we got a lot of hitters in A tier. Looking through it, we'll put this top of B tier because I think it's, is it better than Hollywood? I think it's worse than Hollywood. It's gonna go above the Flashpoint maps, but below Hollywood. B tier. Now we've got Esperança, second push map, indestructible flower pots. That's a bad sign. Not broke. That was nice. Indestructible flower bed. Now this is okay. It's got bells. That's something. Overall, this is kind of a letdown. I've always thought there was more to destroy, but there's kind of nothing. It's got these. They kind of just only move. You can't even shut them unless there's tech that I'm missing. I mean, it's got bells, which hard carry it. Bells aren't as cool as the piano. I'm gonna give it a 4 for destruction. Now vibes, it passes vibes. You got a fountain. You got these little murals. What are these called? It's like painted on tile. I don't think it's a mural. You're looking over, nice little river. Little town with a castle on top. I think it passes the vibe check. I think this might be tied with Dorado spawn room for me. It's got the same kind of feel. So I'm going to give it whatever I gave Dorado, which I think was a 9. It was an 8 or a 9. It was a 9. So I've got to give this a 9 for vibes as well. We're on to the other side, which is basically the same. You're closer to the water, which is cool. Man, I really wish you could destroy the railings. That's upsetting. Preference. I like this fountain more. Also forgot to mention you can splash. And kind of same deal in here though. I think it's same points. It does have a fire extinguisher. I might have missed that on the other side. I don't think the fire extinguisher alone is giving it more points. So I'm just gonna keep it even. 4 destruction, 9 vibes. Which gives us 26 total. According to that, that would place it above Midtown, which I'm just not seeing. And right now we got Midtown in A tier. I think Esperança. I mean, the lack of destruction makes me think it's with the Flashpoint maps, like middle of B tier. So we're gonna throw it middle of B tier. Right above, I think it's Aatlis. Alright, we're on to New Queen Street. Ooh, that was a nice little section right there. Whiffed it on that one. Got these things again. Got this, I wish you could tire swing that. Got some luggage, some boxes to push around. Got a vending machine. Were those pre-broken or did the fan break those? Fan broke those, I think. It's cool. It's kind of like a metro. Yeah, metro center. Old Union Station. We're in the subway. I think the map adds a lot to the vibe. Overall, destruction, kind of middling. I'm gonna give it a 6. These two sections, you know what? I'll raise it to a 7 just because of these two. And the vibes, I think, also give it a 7. That seems fitting. Just nothing too crazy. It's kind of just here. And now that I'm saying it like that, it might be a 5. We'll give it a 6. Alright, we're done with Daniel. We're on to the cooler Daniel. This spawn room slaps. I don't know why, of all maps, they gave this one a significantly cooler spawn room than the other one. You just get a full... Curling? This is curling? You get a full curling board in here. Is it called a board? Field? Rink? Whatever it is. Seems fully functioning. Is this gonna slow down? It is slowing down. Yeah, I mean, this is... You're never gonna be able to do this in a quick play match, but if you boot up a custom game, you could get a lot going. You've even got some destructible stuff on the shelves. Some stuff up top. You can push this banner around. I really wish you could cut these down. You got a little thing of luggage right there. Yeah, I think the curling kind of does carry, but it carries hard. I mean, this is, if you could put this in every spawn room would be fantastic. This is an 8 by itself, and there's not too much destructible outside of it, so it's gonna get an 8. Vibes, I mean, this is full vibes. You don't even have to go into this room, which I know still counts as the spawn room. Spawn room could cut off right here, and vibes would stay the same. This is a 9. This might even be a 10 on vibes, but I'm going to give it a 9. So that ups the total to 30, which puts it in S tier. I think if you get a 30 total, you're auto S tier. Is this cooler than Junkertown? Probably. I think it probably beats out Paraíso. It definitely does not beat Gibraltar, though. So it's going S tier right behind Gibraltar. Alright, and lastly, outside of the control maps, which will be another video, we have Runasapi? No idea how to pronounce it. This is vibes. Already, vibes are like an 8. I haven't even looked around. We've got destructible monitors. We've got chair tech. Can you bottle flip them? Doesn't seem like it. If you're better, yes. No splash, unfortunately. Actually, maybe it did splash. Undetermined. Yeah, it's mostly just monitors, I think. Yeah, I think it's just monitors and chairs. Nothing else, really. Yeah, unfortunately, just not a lot to destroy. I mean, these at least give it a 3. It's more than the other really bad spawn rooms that have actually nothing. At least this one you can have fun with the chairs, I guess. We're gonna give it a 3 on destruction value. And like I said, vibes. I mean, I think that's the spawn room's goal, and it achieves it. I'm gonna give it an 8. It's pretty. Go HUDless. Kind of does the same thing as Eichenwalde. I like it. We're gonna give it an 8. And the last spawn room. I need to double check the other one to see if those lights were hanging. I didn't see them, but maybe I missed them. Because I think that raises it to a 4. Because that's at least something to mess with after everything's destroyed that's not a chair. Yeah, because outside of those, there's just nothing really to destroy. I think we're going to set this at a 4. We will go back and check the other spawn room after we rate the vibes. I think this one's just on a waterfall. Much different vibe. I kind of wish it was further back so you could take in more. Because right now it's kind of, it's very claustrophobic. You can't really see down much. You don't get a great view of the waterfall. I mean, I guess it's fine. Be better if it was pushed back. Vibes are definitely a little lower on this side than the other spawn. So we're going to go 7. And then we are going to check if the other side has those lights. And look at that. The other side does have the lights. So I'm going to move the other side up to a 4. Which may be giving it too much, but oh well. 12, 11, that gives us a total of 23, which puts it... Let's see, what's the closest? Midtown again, Kings Row. Above Hollywood, so in between Midtown, Kings Row. It's definitely below yeah, it's below Hollywood, because Hollywood has more destructible stuff. I think this is in the same boat as Colosseo, in that it finishes above the flashpoint, but below the actual good destructible spawns. So we're going to put this right with Colosseo. And ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up the tier list. We have got a lot of stuff. We have 4 S tier maps. So I caught this while I was editing. I said there were 4 S tier maps, and the tier list that I've got has 6. So I have no idea where I pulled that from. We got Blizzard World at the very top, and then that's followed by Circuit Royale. Then we've got Watchpoint, Gibraltar, New Queen Street, Paraíso, and Junkertown. So, let's see if we want to move anything around. I like Kings Row at A, I like Midtown at A. Shambali feels a little high. I think we can move Shambali down below Eichenwalde and below Route 66, right above Dorado. And then looking through the other ones, I think I like all the other placements. So I think that's where we're sticking. So for the spawn room lovers, let me know. Is Circuit Royale overrated? Am I overhyping it? Or is it deserved? And why is Watchpoint Gibraltar your favorite spawn room in the entire game? Because there's just so much to do in here. That is it for me. I will be back with 2 things. 1, control rooms that aren't the panel rooms, because obviously all those are S tier with the ship spawn. And 2, I've got some panel corrections to make. I've been reading the comments. I have heard you loud and clear that some characters have text that I did not know about. And also, I'm just bad at some characters. So we will do a rerun of the panel tier list, and that will fix the incorrectly placed heroes. Until then.